Almco Plumbing is your local sewer expert. We offer 4 different type trenchless sewer repair or replacement. First one is a less damage on your house. We need only access to the pipe inside the wall or through the clean out and spray and brush coating. We can go through the 2 and 3 inch branches. We can go through the 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 3, all connection between your main line to the kitchen, main line to the laundry, main line to the toilet or sink, or all together. We need access only inside the wall or clean out access, and we're able to clean it, descale the pipe and epoxy line. You never know how your sewer pipe looks like if you don't go inside. This is how your pipe looks. When you go with a camera inside, you cannot see your pipe because this is the only your pipe of the size. And this 3 times more, it's a build-up inside. To do correct epoxy lining, first we have to clean it all this and remove all this build-up, go all the way to the pipe. And when we get all the way to the pipe, then we're able to epoxy line. And quality of epoxy, it depends how the good clean it and prepare the pipe before epoxy line it. Okay, here's a pipe connection. Here is the build-ups 3 times more than pipe inside. And how you can see, this is the pipe, this is the pipe, and this is the build-up inside the line. And we have to clean it and remove all this. Here's the shiny, is the bone left. It's like some pipe, strongest in pipe. Here's the black, is a dead pipe completely. Over here, on the real side, is less than 1/16 pipe left over here. Everything else, this black, is a corrosion and a dead pipe. Is no strongest anymore. It's why they have a crack and roots growing in. Second type is the inversion epoxy liner. When we use special equipment and going inside, and we have a special material, we do inversion and we go through the pipe. What is the one negative thing when we do inversion epoxy line? We need to have access, we have dug the hole and have a direct access to the pipe for we able to bring our equipment and push the pipe sleeve inside the pipe all the way to the first branches. If you have a pipe like this with a crack we easy seal with a spray and brush coating, and we can go through the branches with a spray and brush coating. But this is hole, we cannot fix it. For this reason, we will use spot repair technology, or you can use inversion liner if we have a direct access, and depends of the situation. And this is the pipe, will go inside, and we have to stop over here, because if pipe going through and we stop here, this is other your drain connection for second floor hypothetically is gonna be blocked and you will never be able to use this drain. This is the section is a pull-in-place liner, and how it's working. Here's the air balloon and an adjuster for the size, for it doesn't go more than needed. And we added special attachment, blow the air inside, and through the plastic they expand it and make this pipe completely around inside the pipe and take the place what pipe is, and it's called cure in place. Just with delivery, we put the air, we wait in 2-3 hours, and they cure in place and create a new pipe inside the old pipe. For this technology, we will need access only through the clean out, and we can go through the vent roof, we can go through the manhole in the city. We need just 2 points of the access, anyone, when we can pull it and bring the pipe in. We don't need direct access to the pipe. And it's a second type of CIPP. One CIPP is inversion, second one CIPP is a pull-in-place. For all epoxy pipelining, Almco Plumbing provide 5-year warranty for all epoxy line and 50-year life expectancy. For the pipe bursting, we provide 7-year warranty and 100-year life expectancy. And right now, we halfway to preparing the pipe, and let's do step by step what we have. First one, we're preparing for brush and spray coating. How you can see, condition of this pipe is pretty good, and you're able to do the epoxy line inside. It's shiny and nice, clean it all the way around, and you have see it's no any build-ups or anything else inside. And we will do epoxy line through here, and also we will do epoxy line through the top, and you will see how all this fitting and branch connection gonna be epoxied after job is done. This is the worst piece of pipe what we have it. And how you see, this is the section of the dead pipe, and we do descale, but this is not ready. We have to do way more on this pipe because it's one of the worst and most of the build-ups have. And we have to work in another hour probably on this little section to remove all these build-ups what you have inside the line. It's not smooth and circle, it's a lot of build-ups on the side, and we need working. And how you see pipe is dead over here, and there's no this bone left over here. This is why they failed. Not because the pipe good, it's because of no pipe over here. and just miss the piece where is no pipe. Condition of the pipe through the camera you will never able to see. You will able to see condition of the pipe only when you make a cut of the pipe and you see how actually corrosion made. Here's the corrosion is go through, here's the pipe left, here's the bone on the pipe left. Over here is a corrosion go through and is no pipe and they create the hole. And only when you cut you can see condition of the pipe, and over here it's can be one condition and 3 feet after it's going to be different condition. When with the scale you can see how the dust come out over here and cracks. It's still safe. If we do hydrojet when we do the descale, we're going to be collapse this loss completely because we cannot control speed, pressure what we put on the pipe, we cannot control anything. And they just, with the water pressure, they just burst out and break the pipe completely. With the carbo chain, it's mechanical cleaning is way better because we save a lot of pipe. And we're able to go over here. Hydrojet is going to be stuck and break it and all dirt come out and make a big hole over here and collapse the pipe completely. For descale, hydrojet is not the best way. Hydrojet is a really good way to flush the sludge out, clear the pipe, and let's flow down. Like unclog the really hard cloggage and flash the line and remove all the debris. But hydrojet is not the best way to descale. This section of the pipe, this crack, if it's the bottom of the line, we can feel it. All this hole and cracks, and most of them on the bottom of the pipe, but not on this case. This case, bottom of the pipe, it's original, and this is the side of the pipe. And if we have a big hole like this, we have to do spot repair, like put some material, fiberglass with epoxy, and press if it's a little section, and we do spray epoxy. And if we do spray epoxy and we have a hole like this, we have a technology to do spot repair. And it's the only way how we can do that. To go through, or you can do pull-in-place going through this hole. Minus what you have with a pull-in-place. You have epoxy inside. You don't have any epoxy outside of the pipe, all epoxy inside. And when you pull it inside, they come in through the pipe, then you blow the air and patch the hole. Is a negative what you have over here is no epoxy. And roots still can go around the pipe, go and break the epoxy inside, because it's not that strong enough. And like this spot, it's better to do with the fiberglass and both sides is the epoxy and patch well for no problem in the future, and roots not able to grow inside. Because along the pipe, water can always go. When you install pull-in-place liner inside over here, between the pipe and the liner, you always have a gap and water always travel between and keep corroded more and destroying your cast iron pipe because it's always gap between. And roots able to grow and break and collapse at the pipe. When we use pull-in-place epoxy liner, we always use brush and spray coating inside and do at least one layout for make 100% seal pipe and water not able to go between the two liners, and you have a strongest and you have a material with a hold the pipe, and same time water not travel between, and they save your pipe. Is pipe stop corrosion anymore because there's no water, and save the pipe. They stay longer and no problem with a pull-in-place and a spray epoxy together. Only spray brush epoxy, you able go through the branches and keep them clean and open 100% with no problem. If you don't do epoxy line, another line is not a problem because you have a line in the main line. And all this connection, how you see is lined. If you decide to do this line separately, you can do. And here, epoxy line is done. We do only one time, one layout of the epoxy over here. And how you can see all the connection is completely sealed, and there's no chance to water go out and corrosion pipe going more, because they're going to be 100% protect and seal with any future corrosion or roots breakdown through the pipe. And here's a 2-inch connection. When we go through, how you see the all epoxy and 100% open seal. And then later, if you need, you can do 2-inch line over here, and whole sewer system gonna be 100% perfect, and you can do even water pressure test. With CIPP epoxy line, it is not allowed to do water pressure test because they're not gonna be hold, because water gonna be seeping between the pipe and the liner. In a spray brush coating, water never go between because right now it's a one thing.